Good day, class. Now, we're going to start off our lesson with a quick game of charades. I would like 5 volunteers to participate. Okay, thank you, John, our first volunteer. Timothy and Susanna. Okay, Claire, thank you very much. Anyone else? Lisa, great. We have our 5 volunteers. Now, the 5 of them are going to look at what's on this board and perform the action for us as a class. Pay attention because after they're finished doing their actions, I would like you to write what they're currently doing in 5 complete sentences. Is that understood? Great. Now let's have our participants. Okay, that was good. Thank you very much, Timothy. The next person, Lisa. Okay, great. Great job, Lisa. Claire. A round of applause. Susanna. Wonderful. Now, class, can anybody please tell me in a complete sentence what they're doing? What they were doing just now? You're supposed to have already written it down whilst they were doing it. Great, a volunteer. Thank you very much. Okay, Annabeth has here for number 1. Timothy is singing a song. Great. Timothy is singing a song. Good. John is running in a circle. Claire is clapping her hands. Lisa is smiling at the class. Susanna is stretching her limbs. Very good sentences. Now, carefully consider the way these sentences were constructed and what information did they give us. Take a minute to think about it. Okay, students, are you ready to share? Great. Now, what did you notice about these sentences? What did they tell us? Yes, Kiara? Okay, the sentences told us what was happening in the present tense. Great. Anybody else? Okay, the sentences told us what was happening right in the moment. Okay, I'm looking for a specific word. What do we call it when something is happening all the time? You can see it happening right before you, and it's an action that's being performed in real time. Jacob? Okay, continuously. Good. Now, can anybody make a guess as to what we're going to look at in class today? The present tense. Okay, we did look at that last week. It's similar, it's close. Anybody else? Wonderful, Liana. We're looking at the present continuous tense. Okay, students? Good. Now, let's think about one of the sentences that your classmate wrote down just now. The first one. John is singing. Now, what do you notice about that sentence? About that sentence and the other sentences, because they all have something in common. What did you notice about it? Okay, ing. Yes, ing. Now, if we carefully look at the structure of the sentence, we can see how to form the present continuous tense. Okay, using that same sentence, John is singing. Now, John, let's look at our flashcards. John, this is the subject. Okay, good. So we use the subject plus, we had something there, is. Okay, yes. is. And what is is? What verb is that? Okay, great, Kian. Yes, is a form of the verb to be. So we have the subject, in this case, which is John, plus the verb to be, right? So we have is, or are. We just used is. Great job. Then what do we have? Singing, right? Singing, good. So we used ing, or the present participle, and that is how you form the present continuous tense, students. Is all that clear so far? Great. Let's move on to our next activity. Okay, students, for our next activity, we'll be using this. We'll be having a relay race. No, you'll be racing against each other in groups of 3. Now, can anybody tells me what usually happens in a relay race? Okay, great. One person starts off the race, runs to the other one, hands them the baton, and then the other one takes off, and it can go on. Good. But when you hand off the baton, you have to tell me one sentence using the present continuous tense before your teammate can run and move on. Okay? Great. Now, I'm going to hand this baton and hand another baton to the other group. Go as fast as you can, but remember, your sentence must have the present continuous tense. Okay? All right, students. Are you ready to begin the race? Mark, set, go. Wow, that was a fun activity, and I loved the sentences you came up with. You were very creative. I like the one that said, Miss Johnson is teaching English. I am running in a race. John is wearing a blue watch. I love those. Thank you very much. And that was a fun activity. It got everybody moving, okay? Great. Now let's move on to our next activity. Okay, students, for our next activity, I will be showing you a poster. And after you finish looking at the poster, you're going to be creating labels and captions. You have to tell me what is going on in the poster, right? And of course, you have to use the present continuous tense. So I'm excited to see how you narrate your posters, what you write. If you're going to be creative, you can get started. Okay, students, I just love the way you captioned, your posters using the present continuous tense. Now, to close off our lesson, we're going to be looking at a little true and false game. Now, using the flashcards I just handed out, after I'm finished reading a sentence, you have to state whether it's true or false that that sentence is written in the present continuous tense. Okay? So, thumbs up if you think it is true, and then you can put thumbs down if you think it is true. Okay? Is that understood? The first sentence is Lisa is a doctor. The next sentence is Lisa is working out. The next sentence is Kimberly is reading her novel. The next sentence reads the chef is cooking. And our final sentence reads Liara is writing. Okay. That was very fun. Thank you very much, students.